Hi, All Seasons Property Maintenance. My name is Bruce Scott, and I work with Laomi in Destined to Create, helping local service businesses generate more qualified leads by building their online presence, improving their websites, and so forth. So what I'm going to do here is explain a little bit about what we do. We'll go over your website a little bit, talk about where improvements might be able to be made, and some of the things that you could expect from those improvements, and just really try to give you a lot of good upfront information on the services we offer. So I'd like to lead off by explaining why this is so important, and how a lot of business owners overlook this, and really you can take advantage of that by not overlooking it and taking advantage of all the traffic that's going through the search engines every day. So if you need something done, let's take a look at what you do here. Just landscaping services, or you want your yard aerated, and you don't know who to go to, what are you likely to do? In today's day and age, you're going to get your smartphone out, or sit down at your computer and go to a search engine, most likely Google, and look for what you need in your local area. So all that traffic coming through here is extremely significant because there's a lot of it, and it's also targeted specifically to what you want. So unlike placing a radio ad or something, everyone who sees your ad or your site up is already looking for it. So that's going to help a lot, obviously, in conversions as far as advertising dollars goes and cost per acquisition of a customer. So I'll highlight a couple things here. First off, we have the local listings, which show up on the maps here when you search for a service in an area. I went ahead and did a search for snow removal, just as an example, for today. And really all the traffic is coming to these top few sites. So the top local listings, the top organic listings are chosen by Google to be the most relevant in the area, and that's why they show up first for these search terms. So one of the major things we do and focus on is getting our clients into these spots so that they get access to all of this traffic. And it's over 80% of all the traffic that's looking for these search words is going to be clicking on these sites and likely booking business with one of these businesses. So that really highlights the importance. So what are some of the things you can do to make your website rank higher? Now, just think of it from a common sense standpoint. What is Google's job as a search engine? It is to bring the most relevant information to its users' eyes. So a good example of this is Wikipedia. And why is Wikipedia rank highly for almost anything that you search? The main reason is that it is very strong in original, unique, well-written, keyword-rich content. So the content being the words on your website. So what are you saying? What are you educating the customers on? So if somebody comes to your site, what are you telling them about your business and the services you offer, and really going in depth? So one thing we generally recommend is a minimum 1,000 words per homepage for your business's website. So a lot of room for really explaining what you do, and essentially making yourself like the Wikipedia for your business niche in your local market. And that's very doable. And essentially what you have to do is beat your competition in doing that. So be more helpful and more educational as far as your site to your clients. And over time that will help you get recognized by Google more as being a relevant provider of information. It's not just about spamming keywords. You want to have well-written content, and it has to make sense and really hit on key subjects. So the second thing that you want to do is, if you're not already, you want to be listed with Google Local. So setting up an account here is really important. It's it's free. You can do it today, and once you're registered, you get a little postcard in the mail with a verification code, and then you register yourself on here. You'll show up in these listings. Now, to get higher, Google, when I search these search terms, Google's pulling up all the different businesses in the area, and then it's sorting them by relevance on number one, of course, the content, like we just discussed, and number two, what the foundation of Google really is, what it was built off of is linking And this is somewhere similar to linking citations. So a citation is just your business name, address, and phone number listed on the internet. So think of directories. A good free example, one that you could set up on your own, is a Facebook page for your business. And if you list your business properly and strategically across the internet, it'll show more citations for your business, meaning that you're more relevant, and thus Google will decide to rank you higher than the other businesses who are less relevant. And similarly, again, linking. So another web page linking to your website called a backlink will give you a lot of ranking power, because if Google sees that, it goes, hey, somebody else is talking about this business, they must be relevant. We're going to show them to our users' eyes before other people, because clearly it's important information for these search terms. And with both of these things, it's important to note that quality is very important. So you can't just spam a bunch of backlinks. I could put up a web page right here in 10 minutes and then spam a bunch of backlinks, but if they're not with a website that's already built trust itself with Google, then they're not going to have much power. So again, it's about establishing the right networks and the right backlinks online to your site, and also getting citations in the right places, and using it effectively, not just being spammy and doing a whole bunch. So let's talk about one more important thing that I really want to highlight is this free tool that Google offers, and I'll do it here right for you on video, and you can try it out yourself. Mobile friendly test that Google offers for free, and you can put in your website and it'll do a little test. So wait for it to be done. Now this is important, and it's good to note that Google's offering this for free, because again, it wants to show people what they can do to be more relevant for their search terms and make their website more relevant. Overusing this word, but that's really what your focus is when you're talking about your online presence and ranking highly in a search engine, for example. So I'll show here mobile friendliness, pretty good. Mobile speed, way down, and desktop speed, fair. So really you'd want to improve this just by the function design of your website. So what kind of platform it's on, and that will really help. So if you're on mobile and you click on a site and it takes forever to load, it's statistically proven, and Google even mentions it here somewhere in the report, that people are less likely to stay on your site if it takes too long to load. They'll just click the back button and then go to the next listing in whatever search they have up at the time. So it's important to optimize these things and really take advantage of that, instead of basically pushing away customers by having a non-friendly website. So with all of that said, I'll dig into, hopefully that was a good explanation of some of the things you could do right away to make your site rank higher, and some of the ideas that we use, and the strategies we use to rank higher. What we would do now is just talk a bit about what we would do specifically to your site. We would do a whole rebuild of your site. I mean, you don't have to scrap the stuff you do have, but we would put it on a different platform, optimize it so it's mobile friendly, add lots of good rich content that's specific to your business and what you offer, build your Google business page up, get you those citations you need to rank, get you the backlinks you need to rank, and get you ranking for specific key search terms, the ones that you want to show up for. Right here is basically a list of all the search terms that you would want to be coming up for. So as long as somebody's looking for these things, we want them to find you. So all of that as a service, I mean, with the web build included, would be starting at $1,000 a month, and that means building the whole new site as well as monthly maintaining everything and growing it, growing your presence through your business pages and your website itself, making it rank higher and getting into these top spots so that you get the traffic that comes with it. And the great thing about that is it's really like the bill that pays all the other bills. When you're getting this traffic, you're getting the major market share of business, because this is where everybody looks for business nowadays when they don't know where to go, for the most part. And you're really expanding, you're getting yourself out of obscurity and into the market's eyes. So I like to use the reference as well of a website being like a billboard on a highway. So, you could pay a premium to some fancy web design company, and a lot of people do that, but they don't take advantage of the techniques and the things you need to do to rank higher in search engines. So they're spending a bunch of money on a fancy website and it doesn't rank. It's like dumping a bunch of money into a billboard and putting it on a back road that nobody drives down. You want to really get exposure to it and have a call to action so people can see your billboard right here. All the traffic coming through these top spots will see you and give you a call whenever they need your services. So that's what we have to offer. There's multiple strategies, and we'd be happy to discuss with you in detail where you see your business going, how do you want it to grow, and really build out a full online marketing strategy for you. So again, it starts at $1,000 a month, and depending on what else you want, you could do multiple things, like just ranking your main site you're gonna have huge impacts from that alone. And then building on top of that, you can do other things like building multiple sites, ranking for different areas, smaller areas around your city, even to get really blanketing the search terms of Google for whatever areas that you operate in and whatever business niches you serve. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you found that information useful, and I'd be happy to discuss in more detail what we do and talk to you further. If you'd like to talk more about our services, contact Laomi. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day.